All right, today we're going to break down this really ancient and powerful poem, Psalm 8. And it asks the question that, let's be honest, we've all asked ourselves at some point. When you look up at the night sky and see just how huge the universe is, where do we fit in? What's our place in all of this? Let's unpack it.
Okay, so let's jump right in. The psalm opens with this massive statement. Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You can feel the energy in that, right? This isn't some quiet little prayer, it's a huge public announcement. It immediately sets the scale for us. We're talking cosmic, we're talking planet-wide.
Now, what's really cool here is that this exact line is used as a bookend. It shows up here right at the start, and then we're going to see it again at the very, very end. It basically creates this perfect poetic frame, and all the big ideas of the poem are held right inside it.
So after that giant opening, the camera, so to speak, zooms way in. We go from this universal declaration to a really personal, intimate moment. It's just one person doing something we've all done, just looking up at the sky at night. And this is what triggers the poem's big question. The sky isn't just some random mess of lights. The poet sees the moon and stars as being set in place, Like there's an intentional design here, an order to it all that's just mind-boggling. And that feeling of incredible scale and power is what makes the person feel so small.
And that feeling of being tiny leads directly to this. This is the absolute heart of the psalm. It's this raw, honest question. After seeing the sheer grandeur of the cosmos, the poet is just confused. Why would the power that made all of that even bother to think about, let alone care for, a tiny, fragile human being? I mean, really, why do we matter?
So you've got the question hanging in the air. How does the poem answer it? Well, this is where it takes a completely unexpected turn. After building up this whole idea of cosmic vastness versus human smallness, you'd think the answer would be something like, yeah, you're pretty insignificant. But no, that's not what happens at all. Instead of saying we're insignificant, the psalm makes this absolutely staggering claim. It says that humans have been placed just a little lower than the angels, or, divine beings. Just think about that for a second. In the great cosmic pecking order, humanity isn't down at the bottom. It's positioned right up near the top. It's wild. And it gets even better. This isn't just a high rank. It's described like a coronation. The poem says, humanity is crowned with glory and honor. It's this incredible statement of dignity and value that flies in the face of that feeling of smallness from just a moment ago.
So why this high status? Well, that crown comes with a job. It's not just for sitting around and looking good. Humanity is given a very specific role, to be rulers. Now that word can be tricky for us, but in this context, think less dictator and more responsible steward, like a good king or a wise manager who's supposed to help everything they're in charge of flourish.
And then the poem lays out the job description, getting really specific. It gives us this whole inventory: domesticated animals, wild animals, birds, fish, basically everything that swims, flies, or walks. It's a list that covers pretty much the entire living world.
And this one line just sums the whole thing up. You put everything under their feet. It's a really powerful image, a metaphor for both authority and, crucially, for immense responsibility. This is the final word on the incredible role that humanity has been given in this cosmic picture.
And with that, we've come full circle. The psalm ends with the exact same line it started with, closing that poetic frame we talked about. But it feels different now, doesn't it? The first time, it was all about the majesty of the heavens. This time, it's about the majesty of a cosmos that includes humanity's shocking and profound place within it.
So in the end, this ancient poem leaves us with this incredible paradox. We are tiny, almost nothing in the grand scheme of things, and yet we're given this incredible significance and a massive job to do. It's a journey from feeling worthless to feeling purposeful. And it leaves us with a really provocative question for our own time. In an age of incredible technology and challenges like climate change, what does it actually mean for us, today, to be rulers of the earth?